Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot, this is the Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 89. We are here in the library, and this is one of my favorite parts of the castle. I love seeing all the books around here, and all of the red is really intriguing. So speaking of red, I've been playing offline for a little while. Actually, I played for about 6 hours yesterday, just doing little things here and there, and adding everything in that I felt necessary. Just real small things, nothing really worth recording. But there are a few honorable mentions. So first off, we put the beacon in that was gifted to us. Still haven't figured out who's left that, by the way. So that beacon's now here, and that's giving us speed 2. That's pretty coolio. And then also behind us here, I've changed this up. This was a big glass wall before. So I brought this andesite down. It was like up at this level, and then there was glass going up. So that's down. There's just a fence there now. And then I've opened it up, so it just makes it a lot less noisy, and you can look in a little bit, maybe a little bit better, because you don't have that solid block down there anymore. You're not just looking at a big gray wall. You can actually kind of see what's going on down there. So that's pretty cool. But also a small change, which is also possibly a big change. If we come over here, now when I was looking at the beacon, maybe you noticed this. This is not the same glass texture that I was previously using. This is smooth colored glass, and it also has connected textures. So I did not change anything with the clear glass because I used that the most. I figured I'm already using it the way I want it to. I don't want it to change at all. But the colored glass, I've just noticed a couple other people using it, and I thought I use it here and there. I might as well just use it. And so if we come on out here, this is probably the easiest place to see it because it's really the only place that I've used colored glass. Or, well, I didn't actually use it. 3 Ravens did. But anyway, yeah, Traven left these Dementors there, and the black glass is the smoke that they leave, and it looks pretty cool with the connected glass. I mean, some parts of it look a little derpy, like that shading underneath, and it just doesn't look like it really has a back to it. But still, I actually think it looks pretty smooth, pretty slick, and if we actually come down here, there's another real good place you can see it, and I think it looks really nice here. So in this nether wart, clip art, why can I never think of it? Pixel art. We've got the red smooth glass now, and that actually looks really cool in my opinion. I really do like that. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it like that for a while. If y'all really don't like it, let me know, and I have no problem changing it back. But anyway, another small change. Solid 60 FPS. So I've been having a huge issue lately. I'd be able to play at 60 FPS, no issue. But, oh, let's put some stuff on before I get hurt. When I would start recording, I would immediately drop down to about 25 FPS. Now, around here, I thought maybe just a huge area. There's a city right there. It's just lagging because of all that. And now throwing in the recording on top of it was just a little too much. Are those going to kill me? No, they are not. Okay. So anyway, I thought that was just the big issue there. But then when I'd go into a test world, like a redstone test world, and there was almost nothing there, and it would do the exact same thing, I knew something was wrong. Well, now yesterday, I went to do the same thing, and it's now dropping to 1 FPS. So that was completely unplayable, and absolutely was not going to record like that either. So I went and I figured out that it was probably just my screen recorder. So I'm currently now using NVIDIA Shadowplay. I was previously using OBS, and I've heard that DX Story does the same thing. So if y'all are having that issue, and you have an NVIDIA graphics card, try Shadowplay, because so far for me it's been nothing but fantastic. I can actually record at higher quality than I was able to with OBS, and the system loads appears to be much lower. Given that could also, oh, I tried to make it onto that tree. Given that could also just be because NVIDIA Shadowplay is running in the background and then running another screen recorder on top of it. Maybe that was just the issue. But anyway, either way, I like this much better. It's much easier in my opinion. And anyway, let's go on and let's actually start doing something with the video. So, last episode was the Christmas episode. We left the things over at Traven's base as we drew him for Secret Santa. We got our stuff back, including that red beacon, which is now the Gryffindor beacon, by the way, if I didn't make that clear. It was right outside of the Gryffindor tower, and it's got the red. This is the Slytherin beacon. That one's the Haste 2 beacon. But I did notice that Rymanora over here has done some incredible work on landscaping the whole side of her hill. And that led to something really cool. If I come on up here, this area right here is totally empty. It's just a big block of stone. We come right outside of the bridge that leads over to the Hogsmeade area, or the upper portion of it. This has actually been running. I want to check that in a little bit. And we have just a big gray block. I want to do something with this. I have an idea for a courtyard, and we can put a little fountain and everything, some benches, maybe a little bit of greenery around the side, and just kind of de-grayify it, so to say. I think it should look pretty cool. I'm going to carry this pattern that she's got going here along the side there. I'm very, very, very excited for this. I love doing nature stuff. Anything that uses greenery is very, very fun for me. So, I mean, as you can see, I've got the whole forest going there. So anyway, I think I'm going to have a whole lot of fun with this. I might just do it in one fell swoop and get it all done instead of trying to do a time lapse or anything for it. And I think it'll just kind of let me just kind of be free with it, not have to worry about time so much. And in the end, I think it should probably come out better because of it. So I kind of noticed something about playing and not recording. I tend to work a little bit better, actually. I tend to be a little bit more creative and let the ideas flow a little bit easier than having to worry about a recording. So I think it's something I'm going to try, at least just for this part of the project. But anyway, let's... Oh. That wasn't quite where I wanted to be, actually. I just realized I want to be on the other building. But anyway, we can just cut through here. If we come... Okay, let's see. How is the fastest way going to be to get there? Let's go in through here, and then let's drop into here. Okay. I've been doing some work with the villagers. I've gotten the last 2 into our slots here. I had 2 empties. And now I've gone through and I've labeled all of their trades. So the first one being Mending Infinity Power 5. That's a really good one. That's probably my favorite one. And then we've got a couple of double ups in here, and we've got some smaller enchantments. So the ones that only have 2, I took out 1 if it was beaten by another trade. For instance, I think we have 2 protection 4s, and one of the protection 4s was like 43 emeralds and one was like 12. So the one that has 43, I just took it off the sign so I don't even look through that guy for that trade, and I'll go right to the cheaper one. Saved a little bit of time. I've still got some more work to do with that, and I also want to get rid of the smaller ones like Fortune 2. I think I might, yeah, there's a Fortune 3, so that Fortune 2 could come off. Although the Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3 are fantastic. A couple Curse of Vanishing ones, so I can find the cheapest one there. I could probably take them all off. I can't see a real good application for those. But anyway, let's actually quick pop up here because I have just thought of something in doing that. And oh, right, we were using colored glass in here. That also looks pretty slick. I did add torches, by the way. Zombies have been spawning in here for a long time. And I had like 14 or 15 zombies in here, and they were all picking up sugarcane so they wouldn't despawn. Taking care of that now with just a couple torches out the front. Maybe it doesn't look the hottest, but it definitely does get the job done. What I wanted to check, though, however, is I turned off the villager breeder. And if we come over here, I've replaced the farmer now in the farm. So this should be running, and hopefully if we come over here, we can see some popping up. Maybe not. Maybe not. This appears to be right where I left it off, actually. Maybe I forgot to turn the thing. No, I definitely turned the villager breeder off. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, no, wait, just about to throw. Oh. Well, that's not quite right, is it? What's going on here? Are we going to see stuff coming up? Yeah, we are. Okay, lots of carrots then. I'm guessing... I'm not really sure what I'm guessing, actually. Maybe the potato guy has just not been all that efficient. Anyway, I am totally distracted. Let's get on with this because this is going to be so much fun. Okay, so I thought I'd show this about halfway completed. We've got most, if not all, of the stonework currently done. We're going to come back and add all the greenery afterward, which is going to be so much fun. I'm really excited. I've got a couple pretty cool ideas for it, but we've just continued what's going on over here. We kept bringing the dark oak around, filled it in with some stone, capped it off at the top to just kind of make it separated from the rest of everything, and then we kept the path going. It still goes up to the left and to the right, and then this wraps around here and goes right over underneath this staircase and right down to the shore. Small little tunnel there, and absolutely cool. I really like that they just said this, or that I added in this little tunnel, and it brings you right down here. Really serves no function, just a fun little thing. And why can I not get up there? Come on. There we go. So, well, looking at this, I've actually added a couple of lights as well. Minor detail, but it actually at night makes the bridge glow pretty cool. We've got the lights in there on those beams and also across the top on some fence posts. I noticed some stuff spawning up there, so I thought I'd add it in, and it actually ended up looking pretty cool. That was one of the things I'd done in between the episodes here, as well as I mentioned in last episode, I was going to come into this horse stable and add a couple of decorations up here, and sure enough I did. I added a couple of horse heads and also some mushrooms, which is pretty cool. So these Pokenoggins, those are a couple of spares that I had because I already had one in my Pokeball. The event ended last week and I did not make a submission. No, there's a very, very valid reason for that. Let's take a look at my Pokeball. I have 7 heads. I knew I did not stand a chance with that, and sure enough, there were people with many, many more Pokeheads than I have, and there was really no need for me to submit it. I knew I wasn't going to win. I had no player heads as well, so I wasn't going to cash out on any diamond ore. That's all fine by me, though, because it was a very fun event. It was really cool to be able to collect so many different heads. I mean, I say so many that, there were 7. So I'm not quite sure if the heads still drop. I think they do, but it is pretty cool, and I will continue to keep collecting if the head drops are still available. But anyway, now back to this. We are going to keep working on this. I've got some cool ideas, like I said, for how to bring the greenery around here. I'm thinking continuing the trees along the back there, drop some vines down, put some bushes and everything. This middle part that I've marked off here is going to be a fountain, and then we'll also add some bone meal and everything, and we'll make sure to keep all of this lit so that nothing will spawn over here, and it's going to be pretty cool in my opinion. I'm very, very much looking forward to continuing this project. Not everything has been grown yet, however, it's coming along super nicely. Very, very pleased with this. When you first come out the bridge, you'll see the sign, Rymanora to the left, Botsmean to the right, and Hogwarts back the way we came, right across the bridge there. That's pretty neat. Around here, we've also got a couple of extra bushes with jack-o'-lanterns down below them for lighting. Same with the spruce leaves back here against the darker wood. Looks pretty cool, and I changed up the fountain a little bit. Before, we had this andesite right here above the ground. I dropped that down and put some stone slabs on top of it. It matches the rest of the path and is also the exact same fountain that we've used back over there in front of the base. Pretty cool. It's a very, very simple design. There's not much going on with it, but it totally fits, and that's the important part. So we got vines everywhere. We've got them growing along the stone here, apparently down the wood there. I didn't even put that one there. I guess it just kind of wrapped around the side. Growing from trees, growing from dirt, we've got them everywhere. That one was crucial though, because without those, we just have a big block of brown dirt. That was pretty nasty. So put some vines on it. They're growing out. That's going to be pretty cool. We've got them dropping down from trees and everything, and it's taken a while because there are so many vines. So we've got all those trees coming along now. That goes over there. We bone mealed up down here. A couple spots left, some spots empty. You don't want to overdo it. And we've also got a couple of yellow flowers in there, which looks pretty good against the jack-o'-lanterns and the glowstone as well. And then we've also bone mealed up that area. You can see a couple of roses up there. Just the 2 little spots of red might stand out a little bit, but you know what? I don't think it makes too big of a difference. And if we actually pop up here, we've got trees, trees, trees. Oh, I guess we could probably fix that, turn that into dark oak. That might be the only spot where it ended up being a little derpy. That won't be too hard to take care of. And oh, apparently that one's not grown. That might be too close to these for that to actually grow at all. Let's just take those back then, because that was all of the dark oak saplings we had. That was a stack plus 4, so reclaiming that little bit will be nice. Oh, we can fix up those 2 as well. So we'll come up here, we'll do all those little things, but for now, while this is all growing and finishing up here, I do want to work on one other thing, and I believe I mentioned this in last episode. What's going to be the fastest way? Let's do it. Let's take our little path down from over here. So we come on down, and this big blue thing looks a little odd between the 2 sides of the forest. So I want to edit up this river a little bit here. And by a little bit, I mean we're basically just going to be reflooring the whole thing. So this could be a large project, but I'm not going to do the whole river. I think it does end just past Rymanora's bridge over there. But in that direction, it continues out and goes into a totally different district. And in fact, we can quick fly out there. Let's take a look. We already have our elytra on. Oh, that didn't want to work. Okay, let's just take a look at how long this river is, because I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure it continues out quite a bit. Yeah, we go into the swamp, and we've got this huge bay over here. We've got this, which is just pretty much popped up overnight, it feels like. And then that just continues going on over there. Oh, a bunch of boats over there of all different colors. Comes back over here, and it just doesn't end. It is cool, though, that I could hop in a boat and just keep... Oh, it ends over there. And just keep coming around here. So it ends also right there. Okay. and comes back off in that direction, ends right there, and then comes like back over after a little bit of land. There is a lot over here that I have not known about. I don't want to spoil anything just in case it's not come out yet, but wow. I need to explore a little bit more. This is right by my base, and I've not known this is here. But anyway, yeah, so obviously we're not going to do the whole river because it is so massive. I tried to land in the tree. I completely missed. There we go. So we're just going to do a small section, maybe end it like right about here, just after the dock. There we go. So right after the dock, we'll probably end it. Maybe we'll go all the way up to over there. It just depends on how much resources I have. And then we'll go back in this direction a little bit as well. Maybe end like right past my bridge or my staircase right there. That'll probably do it. Even just that's going to take quite a while. But anyway, I think we're going to do it mostly out of coarse dirt, and then we'll see if I have a lot of, what's it called, soul sand. We'll also mix in some of that, but I think coarse dirt should definitely be the main part of it. You can see Rymanora's already got, what I think is a mudslide or a landslide, comes down, and it'll kind of just look like that mudslides just ended up pouring all over the river, and it should be a pretty cool effect. We are actually going to be able to reclaim some of the wood then, because we won't be going all the way that deep. We'll probably only go about 2 to 3 blocks deep, just enough so that if you're in a boat, it'll be all good. I think squid will still spawn, but we're not going to be able to see all the way to the bottom, and that should make it look a little bit more connected and make the land overall look a little bit more complete. If you're not looking for it, you may not even notice that this has been changed. It is a very subtle difference, but we ran through here with the coarse dirt. We went down from that end all the way over, and we ended right, you can just kind of barely see like the plateau of where I stopped right here, and then it switches back over to the sloppy. There's holes everywhere. There's the softer looking dirt, stones, sand, all of it, and there's even clay mixed in there. Not so much down there probably. I think that's where I used to go for clay. But down on the other end, there is a bunch of just pods of clay. This looks much cleaner, but like I said, it's very subtle, so if you're not looking for it, you probably won't notice it, but that's totally fine by me. I know I did not also go in there with soul sand or anything like I said I was going to. It is just straight coarse dirt. Maybe if I like alternated like every different block, I could have made it look like the soul sand kept coming down. Like if I threw in some cobble, some more mossy, podzol, some of the brown concrete powder. If I did all of that, maybe it would look like this landslide was just kind of spread out throughout the entire river. That could have looked pretty cool, but like I said, it's such a subtle difference as is that it's really just more about being a completionist. But anyway, let's take a look at the greenery, because that's pretty much completely grown out here. And man, I love this place from up here. In fact, let's see what it looks like from up. Oh, I missed it. But from up here, yeah, the greenery looks pretty cool. It's like almost too far away to see it, but it has pretty much grown out. There's a couple of spots where it still needs to come down a little bit, like right there. Right, I think there was a hole over there. Yeah, that might keep going upward. I'm not quite sure. But for the most part, everything's grown out, and it is looking very green now. I really do love it. I know I said I was going to add benches. Decided not to do that. Just stuck with the stone and the greenery, and I could not be any happier with this. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. Do me a favor and hit that like button, and I'll see y'all next time.